Welcome, I'm Grannon, and this is BINBUSTER, where I buy, watch, and review budget bin movies for you. Today's movie, unfortunately, is Howard the Duck. This movie is based off of a Marvel comic book character and a Marvel comic book called Howard the Duck. Howard the Duck is seemingly beamed from his world from his Earth called Duck World. Woohoo! A planet full of humanoid ducks who are intelligent with arms and legs. I'm not making this up, people. That's the synopsis. Then he's beamed to Earth in Cleveland, where he meets Bev, a rocker, played by Leah Thompson, and he befriends her. Yeah. And all he wants to do is get back home. That's your synopsis. That's what I'm going with in this movie. That's it. I'm going to give you the good. It pretty much only is one. The bad, and my thoughts on this, and I'm going to do it as quickly as I can because, yeah, I don't want to talk much about this movie. Usually with movies like this, I watch them a couple times to just make sure all my notes are done. I watched this one twice. I wish I hadn't. It was probably because I did it back to back, but I wish I hadn't. Howard the Duck. The good, Leah Thompson. That's it. Leah Thompson, right off of Back to the Future Part 1, thinks, oh, I'm going to work with George Lucas. He just did the Star Wars franchise. This is going to be a great movie. Yeah, no, it's not. Like I said, it's a George Lucas production. This sort of happened because of the horribleness of this movie. He had to sell part of his animation studio to Steve Jobs, and that ultimately brought us Pixar. So, you guys know who you have to thank for Pixar? Howard the Duck. Pretty much. Without this movie, we would never have had Pixar. Think about that. This movie, we would never have had Pixar. And this movie was so bad it took them almost 30-some years before they brought Howard the Duck back on here. And you saw him on Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2 in a brief cameo, voiced by Seth Green. Better version than this. And he only spoke a few lines. That's it. Yeah. Now the bads. The writers of this were Oscar nominated for American Graffiti. Yes, American Graffiti. Very good movie. Not so much on this one. It just shows you that anyone in Hollywood could do a good movie and have a string of bad ones in there. This just proves that. The suit was horrible because, honestly, Howard the Duck in this movie is a guy in a suit. Because if you see it right there, like see Tim Robbins right there with him. We'll bring it closer so you guys can see. That's a guy in a suit. George Lucas could have done CGI. Look at Star Wars. He could have done some CGI. But no, they went with a guy in a suit instead. It was not definitely easy to move in. He can't really do his own quack fu or fight well, so he just flops around a lot. Yes, Howard the Duck's powers are he's a skilled martial artist in quack fu. It's like kung fu, but ducks do it. I've seen a scene where he's trying to throw pies at a guy, and he can't really throw them because he can't move his arms, so the guy just pretty much his face just falls into the pie. Yeah, not good. Duck puns everywhere. Like you see in Howard's apartment. You see Flash Duck instead of Flashdance. You have Quack Fu, like I mentioned, which is Kung Fu. You have Breeders of the Lost Stork. Literally, Raiders of the Lost Ark was Breeders of the Lost Stork. And a lot of words in here are either replaced with duck or quack. And here's my next thought on this. In Howard's world, literally, there's a scene in this movie where he asks what pizza is. In a world that has beer and porn, why does he not know what pizza is? Which brings me to the rating of this. This movie's PG. I'm talking late 80s PG. This is meant for kids. This movie is meant for kids. Howard, in one of the first scenes, opens up Play Duck magazine. I'm not kidding. Play Duck magazine. And you see humanoid duck boobs. I'm not kidding. Humanoid duck boobs. It's okay. It's okay because they're animals. It's okay. They got around that because of that aspect. I looked it up. As well as an adult-oriented bathroom scene where Howard gets blasted through his apartment complex and you actually literally see a female duck from the top up in a bathtub, and you know she's doing some activity there. Howard then gets into Cleveland, where he meets Beverly, and they allude to human on duck sex. Yeah, in a kids movie. So much innuendo. Howard gets a job at a brothel where they actually have a lot of human naked women in here. In a PG movie. In a movie in the late 80s that's meant for kids. It actually literally says here on the back. Oh, where is it? This wacky, elaborately produced spoof of life, love, comic books, and horror movies features a now voiced world special effects and a treasure the whole family can enjoy. It's literally right back there. Something that the whole family can enjoy. I wouldn't like to be that parent in that theater telling the kid what's going on. It's okay because they're animals or he's an alien. It's okay. It's all okay. In here, I think Howard the Duck should have been the comic relief. That would have made this movie a whole lot better. Not Tim Robbins. This is early Tim Robbins. He seems to be all the characters of the Big Bang Theory rolled up into one. He tries to see if Howard has superpowers by saying, bend this steel bar. Shoot out lasers out of your eyes. Extend of superhero-dom. That's literally what I think. Ferris Bueller's principal, or Jeffrey Jones, is decent in here as the B-list villain who becomes a dark overlord. And literally, his hair looks like Dr. Wily from Mega Man. Like, out here, Doc Brown, yeah. Scientist, Doc Brown, crazy hair. Dr. Wily, Doc Brown, trying to be that way out. The final scene in this movie is an ode to Back to the Future. Howard gets put up on the stage, gets a guitar and starts playing, and does a little scoot across the thing with Bev, and it's Back to the Future. It worked there, why can't it work here? I don't know, because it doesn't. Anyways, like I said, Leah Thompson's the only thing good in this movie. Yeah, like I said, I watched this twice. And I regret that I even watched it twice. Do I recommend this film? No, I don't recommend it. What do I give it? Half a star. It's not even worth a full star. It's worth a half a star. If I could give it 0, I would. But some sites like Letterboxd won't let me give it a 0. I have to give it a rating, so I give it a half a star. So, you guys watching a movie that you guys could just sit back, be like, why did I waste my money on this? This is the movie for you. Enjoy it. But anyways, it has a huge cult following. It wasn't for me, and it won't be for everyone out there. So if you like pre-MCU Marvel, then get this for your then get this for your Marvel collection. If you don't worry about it. You didn't waste any money. Because I did for you. Until next time, sound out down below what you think the worst Marvel movie ever made was. And remember to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit the bell notification for more videos like this. I actually have a new one coming out Friday of a new release video. And until next time, remember, this has been Buster. Make it a movie night, and remember to dive right in.